Hi everybody, welcome to this coffee cup reading. This is going to be a pick a pile for the week of the 7th to the 13th of April. So I was going to do a candle wax reading, but then I was guided to do a coffee cup instead. So here we are. This is pile number 1, which is going to be this sun or a sunflower. And pile number 2 is going to be this dolphin. So you can choose your cups. You can pause this video till you decide which cup you want to choose. You can also choose to listen to both the piles and take whatever messages resonate with you. So I will be back with pile number 1, which is this sunflower. You can also choose with the design of the cup. So pile number 1 will be this red flower and pile number 2 will be these blue flowers. Okay, so I will be back with pile number 1. Welcome pile number 1. This is going to be your reading. This is for those of you who chose this sunflower. Okay, let's see. I couldn't find the pen that I usually use, so I'm just going to use this incense stick. Pile number 1 for the week of the 7th to the 13th of April. What do you need to know? I'm seeing a rabbit. I'm also seeing an elf. For some reason, I was also getting the energy of the devil card, like Satan with the horns. But if you see, it's actually at the bottom of the cup. And what I get with this is all this energy, it's settling down. So if there was, say, an addiction, or if there's been some heavy energies, this could also be regarding a person in your life. I see that the storm, the dust is now settling down. You know, if someone was trying to, I'm getting like throw negativity at you, or someone was trying to weigh you down, I see that they are now getting weighed down, or someone is feeling the weight of their own decisions, of their own actions. It's like getting a taste of their own medicine. Okay, that's the way I see it. And this person is now, what do I want to say, at your feet. I see someone begging for mercy, someone who is regretful or sorry about their actions, and they know that they have lost. I'm also getting Pisces and Scorpio energy. I'm seeing something like a crab over here. So you could be a Scorpio or a Pisces. You could also be a Cancerian. So I'm getting water energy, like a water sign. Doesn't have to be. So maybe you could be this person, or this could be, the other person could be a water sign. I'm also getting here the image of the symbol of Om. Okay, which shows me that whatever the situation was, not only are you divinely protected, but you're also being guided, but there is divine intervention, okay, with this person or with this situation. If I see here, it's like from this messy situation, let's put it at that way, or this troublesome situation in your life, you have now moved on and left this situation, this person, or this thing. This could also be an addiction, okay? And just like a lotus flower blooms in muddy waters, you yourself have learned the lessons you needed to, and you've come out stronger, and you're now blossoming. Okay, that's the way I'm reading this energy. And I don't want to say this in a condescending manner, but if you see, this energy is at the bottom and you've overcome it. Okay. I'm getting the letter P, and this is not in the English alphabet, but I was getting the letter P in Hindi. Okay. Maybe your name starts with P, or this person's name could start with P. What else do we have? I just wanted to say that, yeah, it's a very messy situation. Like, I also have coffee all over my hands. I'm just going to grab a tissue and I'll be back, okay? Okay, I'm back. And whatever occurred, and I get it's something in the recent past. I don't think this energy still kind of haunts you, but it's still sort of lingering in your mind. So you may still from time to time go back to the situation, go back to this person, or it may still be bothering you at some level, but not as gravely as it did earlier. Okay. Again, if you see, it's like you've moved away. You're moving away. There's a forward movement. Let's get into your cup now. Just excuse my voice today. It's a little... I have like a scratchy throat. Maybe some of you are having that as well. So I'm seeing a lady and a person over here. I'm also seeing this as, I mean, maybe you could be pregnant in like the 7th or 8th month of your pregnancy. Another image that I was getting was you and your inner child. It's like you're healing your inner child and you're emerging from certain situations in your life where you've had to come to terms with healing your inner child. It's like something you've been putting off. You're finally facing the music. I'm being shown the card of the Judgment. So you're finally awakening to doing the inner work, okay? Or you're dealing with something that you've been avoiding for a long time. I'm hearing like you're facing the music now. This to me is reminding me of a spaceship. And it's taken off, sorry, not taking over, but it's taken off and it's going somewhere. I'm seeing a unicorn over here. So something to do with unicorns and aliens could be significant to you. This could be a subject of interest. You could be somebody that communicates with fairies, nature spirits, and beings that are from other planets, something intergalactic as well. I'm also seeing a deer. A deer that's just patiently looking at something. So you may be in a point right now where you are standing or waiting to make your move. It could be waiting for the right time, waiting for the right situation, waiting for the right... I'm getting something like the right time to launch. This could also be a product or a service that you have. Okay. I'm getting something to do with marketing. There's a lot of interconnectedness that I'm seeing with this group. And maybe we had marketing come up for that reason. Okay, so you're connected to a lot of people. You're talking to a lot of people. You may be seeking advice from a lot of people regarding a particular situation. And it's like you're just waiting and watching. I'm seeing something like, like those streamers at an event. So it could be a birthday, it could be another occasion. I'm seeing somebody falling. Okay, and this is reminding me of that energy of, Dobby from Harry Potter. It's like quite playful and naughty at the same time. I'm also getting a trickster energy, like somebody who's just mischievous. I don't get this in a bad way, but someone who's just naughty for fun. Okay. I'm seeing someone here who's blowing the trumpet, and it seems to me like this person is blowing the trumpet on this mischievous energy, or someone calling someone out for their behavior. I'm seeing like a snake here. This also reminds me of a seahorse. Let me just see what seahorse means. Okay, so I'm just going to read out what seahorse means. Seahorses are symbolic of good luck, magic, masculinity, strength, persistence, and peace. Often seen as protectors of sailors and symbols of good fortune, particularly by sailors and divers. Despite their small size, they're also symbols of strength, power, and perseverance. And the seahorse teaches us that we have the resources within us to overcome adversities, no matter how small we feel. And seahorses also invite us to pay attention to our emotions and our needs. Okay. So like we started the cup, right, with that devil energy. So it is your strength, it's your perseverance that's keeping you going. And that's the reason that you're overcoming all your adversities. Okay, let's see what else. There's a lot of water element in this particular reading. So water signs could be very significant. I mean, for the Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, maybe this particular week will be significant for you. I'm seeing a lizard. Okay. And I'm also seeing a little child, a little baby who's looking at this lizard playing, not playing, but like roaming on the wall. And this baby is just very happy because for children, they don't have a fear, until they grow up, or as children, you tend to pick up the fear only from your parents or other people, right? That's how you normally pick up the fears. Otherwise, you don't really have an opinion about lizards or any other things when you're that young. And I'm just seeing this child and this lizard communicating or sharing an equation that goes beyond words, right? Children are so energetically connected to everything because their mind is so pure. They don't have many judgments. They don't have any opinions. And this lizard spirit is also talking back. For me, lizard is also, it could be like your ancestors. Lizards is also about regeneration. It's also about rebirth. So either you are an animal communicator, or you could have a child who's very connected to animals. You could be seeing a lot of lizards. If you see a lizard, that could be a confirmation sign. This also reminds me of the Osho card, which is about the sun, and the sun in the Osho card is called innocence. Okay, so it's about living life from it's like through the eyes of a child, the way a child is so immersed in whatever they're doing at that point of time. They don't have an agenda, right? So this could be a message for you that whatever you're doing, okay, whether you're eating or you're working, it's about being so present with yourself, with your body at that particular time, where you're totally present with everything around you as well. It's about being totally immersed and totally present. I'll give you another example. It's supposing you're eating your lunch or your dinner, and whilst you're eating your food, rather than concentrating on the taste of the food or how you're feeling or being at one with the food, your mind is already on 5 other things, like, oh my God, I have this meeting tomorrow, or what am I going to gift that friend whose birthday is going to come up, or, what do I need to buy? What's my new grocery list for the week coming up? So it's like we're so preoccupied. And this message is it's asking you to be present with whatever you're doing at that time. So it's like, if I'm doing this reading right now, my entire concentration, my entire, how do I put it, energy is focused on this right now, not what I'm going to do after this reading, or not what I'm going to be doing later this evening, right? So it's about learning to be present with whatever you're doing, with whatever activity you're engaged in, and also being present with your body at the same time. I think I lost the baby. There it is. That was a really funny thing to say. Maybe you could misplace something close to you. This just came up, so I just said it. I'm seeing something like a dust storm. Okay, maybe where you live, there could be a dust storm or a storm that's approaching, because I'm seeing these, it's like these really long trees, and this one's like completely swaying in the wind. So it could be like, what's it called, like a cyclone, a tornado, or there's just like a dust storm is what I'm seeing. I'm also getting the energy of Medusa over here. It's like her face and, the snakes which make up her hair. Let me see what that means. Okay, so Medusa is about, it says female rage or empowerment, and it's also a protective force against evil. So like we started with the reading, right, in the beginning, with whatever that situation, that negativity, or this person, or like a toxic person, you have protection. And the way it said empowerment is that you have come out of the situation as a very brave person. The way you've handled something is very brave, and it's left you feeling more empowered than before. I'm also seeing a giraffe, and as I see this giraffe, I see this person who is, I get a feeling of not empty in a bad way, but this person has let go of everything. Okay, it's like you're lightening the load of your back. You're letting go of the past. You're letting go of things that no longer serve you anymore. And I see this person just looking at their life, like all the things that happened in their life, where you're grateful for whatever happened. You're grateful for the choices you made or you didn't make. It's just someone taking an account of their life and looking back and saying, you know what, I'm starting anew, and I'm choosing to let go of the burden. I'm emptying everything that I was carrying for so long. Okay, I don't know if you can make out, but it's like this is the camel's face and this is the body, and it's all empty. It's like I'm just dumping everything and moving forward. A fresh, new chapter. Also seeing Chinese year of the goat. I'm also seeing here it's like a bearded man with a little ponytail on the top. And he seems a little upset or disappointed. It could be over the loss of someone. Okay, this male could be between the ages of 45 to 55. Okay, he's got a beard, a mustache, he's got thick eyebrows and a little ponytail, is the way I see it. But I see this person is grieving the loss of something or someone. I'm also seeing ducks and geese. Okay, that may have some significance for you. Overall this week, I just see, if I look into your cup, I just see you letting go of the old. It's like you're learning to let go of the baggage, especially emotional baggage. And I see you taking off, feeling much lighter and just learning to move on. You know, like let bygones be bygones, and I'm peacefully moving forward in my life. And I'm also seeing the goat here. It's sort of funny, but I see the camel and the goat, at equals. So it could be like a tete-a-tete with someone, but the goat is so much shorter than the camel, but it's sort of elevated. So there may be someone that's coming to talk to you, or someone that like to have a conversation with you. There could also be 2 or 3 people that would like to approach you regarding something. Another message I'm getting is you may be someone that heals people, or you may be somebody that offers good advice. And I see these people approaching you regarding something that's troubling in their life. That's the way I'm getting this energy. It's like you inspire people. You motivate people. Okay, let's take the saucer. I'm seeing a cat sleeping. I'm also getting like an eagle hunting the prey, looking for the right time, the right opportunity to do something or to start something perhaps. I'm also getting a ring. This could be a proposal. You could be buying a new piece of jewelry. I also heard a gift from your mother. So maybe your mother could be buying you a piece of jewelry or a gift. Or this could also be, I'm hearing jewelry being passed down to you. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that was pretty long, but let's take some tea. Whoa. Just flew out. All right. Wow, all your cards just keep jumping out. All right, I'm just gonna take the ones that jumped out. We have horseshoe. We have horseshoe with good luck. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. This is amazing. Shield. You need to defend yourself. This could be, how we started the reading with that person. And I also said you have divine protection and divine intervention. So I love this energy for you. You have forest with muddled or unclear thinking. You have the dolphin with financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. You have a shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Maybe this person is trying to, if this could be related to your work or someone trying to hang on, I'll come back to that. Give me a second. And then you have the egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Okay, overall, it's good. This dolphin is just swimming, doing its own thing. And you see the shark like approaching the dolphin. It's like that eagle, wanting to hunt. Or I just see this energy as someone that is jealous of you, your success. And someone that gets very triggered. Okay, someone that gets very triggered by the fact that you are so calm and collected in situations. Okay, a lot of you remember the okay, hang on, there's just so much of information coming through. I need to organize myself. Hang on. So there was this mischievous energy, right? Like I said in the beginning, this person that just wants to activate you or insinuate you with something. That mischievous energy is like this person. It's like they get a thrill from triggering you. But the fact that you don't get triggered actually triggers them back and they get more irritated. So they keep trying to come back with different things or different energies, but you're just like being zen and doing your own thing, which is why it's great. And with this horseshoe and the shield, I think you're good to go. Okay. I'm not going to take cards because I think I anyways went too long with this reading, because overall everything seems good. I just cut the deck in half and you have the tower, but it's in reverse. So something which is sudden or something which could be very chaotic or something, it's in reverse, which means it's not going to have that much of an impact, or it's going away. Okay, so moving towards better times. So that was your reading, group number 1. And sorry it was so long, but I'll see you in the next one. I hope it helped. Bye. Thanks. Welcome, group number 2. This is for those of you who chose the dolphin. Okay, so this is gonna be your reading. I couldn't find the pen I used earlier, so I'm just using this incense stick. Let's see. Pile number 2. What do you need to know for the week of the 7th to the 13th of April? Also, another thing that I'm getting with this dolphin, it's a very happy energy. And with dolphins, I'm reminded of loyalty, friendships, happy times, exploring, fun, freedom, and also communication. Okay, that's what I got. I'm also seeing this, it's like a seal that is, jumping up or coming up, from the ice, coming up to explore the world, maybe get a little bit of sunshine, go for a walk, get connected to nature. If you've been spending too much time indoors, then it's time to go out a little, even if it's just a stroll, maybe listen to some music. But I'm getting a lot of nature in this reading. Okay, spending some time in nature, especially if you live in a cold country where there's not too much of sunlight, or the sun is for a very limited amount of time, then it would be to make use of the time when the sun is out. Okay, like vitamin D. And the sun is also something that recharges you, recharges your cells. Okay, that's also important. And I also get it will uplift and elevate your mood. It will also give you a boost to your energy levels if you've been feeling tired and low of late. Okay, So that's what I'm getting. I'm also getting a ship, and this is traveling westwards. Is westwards a word? Traveling west. Okay, let me make it simple. And it could also be like you're going from like one continent to the other, or let's just say one country to the next. So travel could be significant for someone here. You may be traveling. Just give me 1 second. For some reason I was shown a milk jar. Okay, like a jar of milk, like in a bottle. I don't know how that is relevant here, but maybe if your calcium levels are low, then this could be a sign to include more protein in your diet. I'm being shown the attic of a house, and I'm being shown 3 ghosts, but they are like happy ghosts, like Casper the ghost, Casper the friendly ghost. So if you're experiencing any sort of paranormal activity, if there's something significant in the attic of your house, that's the message that I'm getting. Nothing bad, it's giving me a positive energy. I'm also getting like connection to your spirit guides could be significant this week. Maybe you're receiving some messages from your ancestors, your spirit guides. And the other thing could just be that maybe you need to declutter or clean the attic of your house. Okay, and maybe whilst cleaning you find some old pictures in a box, or maybe something from your childhood or the past that brings up some happy memories. I'm again seeing like a speedboat. So there is travel and movement. So if you're not actually traveling physically, this could be movement in your life. Okay, something taking speed. Let's get into your cup. I'm seeing like this big elephant, and this is the trunk, but I'm seeing it sleeping, like lying down. Maybe someone is unwell and you're resting. I'm seeing migraines, a headache, something to do with the nose. So it could be allergies, sneezing. You could also be allergic to pollen. And the other half reminds me of a crocodile. And I'm also hearing, don't poke the crocodile. Let sleeping dogs lie. So don't unnecessary, what word would I use? Don't unnecessarily provoke someone, okay? If there's been some argument with a person, or if there's been like a discord or something, once you've said what you've said, just let it be, let it settle. Don't keep provoking the person. Supposing you're waiting for a response from a person, or you said something to a person, just let it be. Sometimes you have to let the situation settle down before the person comes back to approach you, or before you can again make a second call or approach this person again. Sometimes you need to give something time. Maybe the other person also needs to process certain things. Okay, so be patient. And whatever the situation is, I'm getting the message that something about don't have unrealistic expectations. Does that make sense to you? If this resonates with you, you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah. See, everyone is different, right? So the way you see things and the way other people see things is different. So if you feel that I said this to a person, and this person must understand where I'm coming from, and this is the way they should respond to me, the message I'm getting is the way you see something and the way this other person sees something is different. So whatever you have said to this person, they will see it from their point of view, and then they will process it, and then they will respond back to you. You cannot enforce your opinions on someone else. Okay, I'm seeing a falcon, and I'm also getting something to do with strength, power, might, the ability to look at things from a higher perspective. It's also giving me the energy of you having the upper hand, but that's also because you have the wisdom and the intellect and the maturity to understand things from a higher perspective. Okay, so it's a great virtue to have that. I'm seeing like a cloud breaking, and there's rain, and there's also thunderstorms that I see. So maybe wherever you live, there might be rain and thunderstorm. I'm seeing a person here who seems very surprised or shocked with some information that they have recently received. I'm seeing a lot of faces, multiple faces over here. But there is like a rift. Did I say gift? Maybe that's, certain blessings come as a disguise. It can come in the form of a fight. It can come in the part of a rift. It can come in the form of a fight or a discord, and we don't realize it at that point of time because we feel very disappointed, but it's actually a blessing in disguise. And that's what I'm seeing here. So there's a group of people that seems like you have drifted away from. Okay, maybe you walked out of a particular community, a particular group of friends, a particular group of people. I'm also getting the energy of a group of people that are very opinionated. They have very strong views. This could be political, cultural, or religious, and it's something that you just could not see eye to eye with anymore. This could also be a company that you work at. It could be, whatever, however it resonates with you. It could be some sort of society that you were a part of, and it just seems like it was too much for you. It was overwhelming, and you decided to step away. Okay, like something that you got to know, got you completely shocked and surprised, and you said, no more, I'm walking away. And that could have been like, I'm hearing a storm which was brewing, okay, and you finally stepped away from the situation. I'm also getting the image of, it's like adding fuel to the fire. This could also be a group of people trying to, influence someone, or trying to force their opinions on you. I'm also seeing a forest fire. I'm also hearing something like a gossip or a lie. It's like you say, it's like Chinese whispers. One person says something to somebody, and then it goes on to the next person, and then they add their own colored opinion of it until the time it reaches the 10th person. The very original thing that was said is now into a full-blown dramatic situation. Okay, so something like that. It's like that I'm being shown like one matchstick, okay, in that grass or in that forest. It can add to the entire forest being burnt down. So it takes one small statement, one lie, one, it wasn't gossip, I just made this comment. But you never know how it can impact or lead to a really big situation. You may think that something said in jest or as fun may not have an impact, but here it seems like it's led to something very big. It could also be something very controversial. Okay, so this is being very careful about what you say or the people that you associate with. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting. I also see this elephant. It's like he's crying a river. It's like there's this whole stream. So I see you being very deeply hurted by someone's words or something that someone said to you. If it's, regarding this week, I see you really taking the time to process and heal yourself from this situation. And to me, this elephant, like, it just gives me the energy of someone who is so innocent, someone with, like, someone who has no bad intentions. And, if this is you, you're wondering, what did I ever do to hurt other people? And why are people treating me this way? And maybe this is the lesson, to be careful of whom you associate with, what you say, to whom you say, and how, okay, here's the message, how things can be misconstrued. I was getting the image of something like a pope or a priest, and I see him blessing this person. I see someone bringing you a lot of peace, a lot of healing. You may be going for a healing session, or you may be going to someone for help if you're going through a tough time. Maybe you're going for some sort of therapy. Maybe you're going for some sort of advice. It could also be a mentor. It could also be relationship advice, some sort of counseling. Okay, I'll tell you another message. So I'm getting half the body of the elephant and half of the alligator, right? The crocodile. Both are bleeding. Both are crying. So this altercation between you and this other person, or however it resonates for you, whether you're right or wrong, when hurtful things are said, eventually there is an energy leak on both sides. Okay, this is how I'm channeling it. So it's not that the other person may not be hurt as well, but at the same time, it's about each one's your conscience. Okay, one realizes what they've done, and the other one just keeps going. Okay, it's the conscious and the unconscious. That's the way I'm getting it. It's like, for example, if you've made a mistake and supposing you hurt someone, you're aware of that. You're aware that, okay, I did something and I hurt someone, and I choose to forgive myself and the other person, maybe apologize to them, and I will not repeat this in the future. While there are some other people that function from a space of unconsciousness, where they know they've made a mistake, but they refuse to take accountability, or they refuse to own up to it, and they continue doing what they want. This is about you individually. What do you choose to do? Okay, are you somebody that would like to rise in consciousness? Are you somebody that would like to become an even better person. I don't mean this that you're not a good person or a bad person, but it's just one that would like to improve on themselves, one that would like to become the best version of themselves, one that would like to grow individually as a person. I'm seeing something like teamwork here. So there are 3 people. It could also be like gymnasts, where one person is crouching and then the other person is semi-standing, and then the third person is climbing up. So with the help of few people, you're climbing up the ladder, working towards success, working towards achievement. So I see a lot of teamwork and maybe team activities in the upcoming week for you. And this also gives me the message that when you work with people, everybody has a different role to play, but the end goal is the same. And when you realize that, you will not compare yourself, rather you will acknowledge the differences and the gifts and the uniqueness and the talents of each one to come together and bring out the best. Okay. I'm seeing someone hanging between 2 sides. It's like you're confused. Should I jump on this side or this side? If there are 2 options, should I choose this one or that one? Should I choose this one or this one? So you may be confused or feeling stuck between 2 choices. Okay, this could be between 2 jobs, between 2 people, between 2 things. Okay, all right, let's look at your saucer. I'm seeing a ice skating rink, and there's this person who is ice skating. I'm seeing like a scarf which is red and black with some white tassels. It's like speeding through on the skating rink. What else do we have? I'm also seeing a hedgehog over here. The hedgehog is about, they have those spiky things on top. So it's talking about protection, and it's also about boundaries. Okay, something to do with boundaries, protection, going slow and slowing down when you need to, and still moving forward at the same time. Something like duality. I also see like in, there's so much chaos or noise, and you're just there, okay, holding space in the center, quietly, peacefully. Maybe that's why this hedgehog, it's sort of symbolizing that you're holding your own in spite of whatever's happening around you. So a lot of resilience is what I see. Okay, let's get your cards. Group number 2. Let's take a few because okay, I think that's plenty. You have the shark with take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. I think these came up in the earlier pile as well. Lobster with financial pinch. Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Vulture. Depression, anxiety, and worry that someone is against you. I think we saw the vulture, right? In the cup. Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Then we have arrow. Is it focusing? You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. The moon. Changes in your life. And we have funnel. A period of frustration and lessons to be learned. Okay, I'm just going to see this financial pinch, and this someone you know is undependable and insincere. Who is this person and what is this regarding? Okay, this is to do with some sort of heartbreak. This could be a relationship, a partner. Maybe you're worried about your finances with your partner. This could be romantic or at work. It's the advice. So the advice is the Knight of Pentacles. So money management, maybe hiring someone or someone that's dependable, someone that you trust with your money. Okay, that's how I get it. I'm also getting the message of, when I see this, I just heard ego death. Sometimes we need to let go of our own ego for what is for the betterment of us. Sometimes just to be right, or sometimes just to prove to ourselves or to someone else, we may land up hurting ourselves. Okay, and that could lead to a loss of not just money but different things as well. Okay, for some this could also be affecting your health. The Knight of Pentacles is also about moving slow. It's about taking calculated risks and moves. Okay, because this was about money, I would say in terms of your finances, maybe getting advice about correctly investing your money or securing your money. Okay, that's what I get. Anything else we need to know? Yeah, everything is about your finances. So it's basically asking you to take guidance, ask for help. If you're not sure, then you need to go to someone. I also heard something to do with money lender. So if you loan money or if you've given money to someone, I think, yeah, maybe this person is not paying you back and you're feeling stuck. Yeah, you have the 2, you have the 7, but it's in reverse, which means that it's better. Okay, maybe you got to know about somebody that was probably stealing from you, or someone that how do I put it, someone that stole from you, or someone that tried to fleece you off. That's the word that I'm getting. So 7s are about patience, 7s are about slowing down, 7s are about awareness. Okay, 7s are also about reflection, self-reflection. So this could be you getting to know your finances really well. The Chariot is also about movement forward. But as you see, there are two sides. So maybe this is you becoming aware of a particular person or who you're dealing with, and to be more clear, focused, right? But yeah, money matters would be very important this coming week is what I see. Okay, so I would say financial awareness. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that was your reading, group number 2, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.